Okay, folks, this will be an interesting one. I've never had one quite like this one before. Let's see if we can turn this one into a treat. Going to enlarge this one huge. This one's a tiny one once again. A section of it is. Okay, let's see what this is. It is, well, it's a tie, but it's not a tie of the business kind. I think it's a high school tie. This looks like it says Riverview. So yeah, this is a high school tie, if I'm correct. I hated school, but you know, what can you do, folks? You have to go there and you have to tough it out. Even if every day you spend there, you're getting constantly teased, constantly bullied, constantly given expectations way above what you're able to give, even though you try your best. And school is a horrible place, folks, make no mistake. It's supposed to be a place of learning and curiosity, but I say fuck that. No, it's not. It's a place of getting treated like shit, basically, in a nutshell. Being treated like shit. It's not a place of wonderment, it's not a place of happiness, memories, good memories, not. It's a horrible place. But, you know, you end up somehow managing to survive it. And I must say I've managed to survive my bad experience at school, and I'm determined I'm going to thrive, even though I'm 50, and at the age of 50, you know, it's like things should be slowing down, you should be settling down, you should be preparing for retirement and preparing for your body to break and break and break. Your sex life is no longer as good as it was when you were young. I mean, seriously, there are a lot of things that people do when they're in their 50s and their 60s, and I must admit, folks, I'm not ready to slow down yet. I've had a lot of things go wrong in my life, including school, and I'm not going to let my life be dictated to by my past, which indeed has been a very dark and troubled past, and I'm trying to get myself re-established. I'm trying to get in touch with my partner Luigi, and I'm trying to by doing that, I'm hoping to get married and maybe reclaim what's left of my life at the age of 50, which is like half my life is gone. And I do blame in part the bullies from school for setting me up for failure in my life, and that their kick marks on my life still endure. And I've actually learned, I learned so much hatred from school. School never taught me love. It never taught me, actually there was one person who told me that love conquers all. There was one person who had fucking sense. But everyone else, it seemed, wanted a piece of me. They wanted to tear me up. They wanted to rip into me like a bunch of sharks in a fucking feeding frenzy. That's what it was like, a feeding frenzy, folks. I was stuck in a fucking shark's feeding frenzy when I was at school. I never had anyone to... I had some guy, I won't name him, but he was also a bullying victim as well, but he wasn't as badly treated as I was, and he really felt sorry for me as well. There were some nice people, but the majority of the time it was absolute horrible. And unfortunately it made my life difficult later on, and I really took on board how they mistreated me and how it fucked me up, and it really did. Now that looks really interesting. Riverview. But yeah, it was really hard at school. It was really difficult, and I just didn't. I'm going to make this into a movement piece. I'm not going to bother with this being enlarged and slavishly filling the page. But basically, it was really hard dealing with the horror that I went through at school. But I have to fucking move on. I can't allow the bitches to hold me back. Because one day, I'm determined I'm going to redesign the photocopier. I'm going to overcome all sorts of adversities, including my own disabilities. The disabilities that I have now, I'm hoping to overcome in the future. So I'm not going to let my problems be a problem anymore. I'm going to try my best to put the past behind me, to try and let these bitches know that they are not going to successfully, permanently destroy my life. Yes, they've destroyed my youth. I know they've taken my youth and they've fucked it up, but I'm not going to let them take anything more than what they have. And I say, screw yous all, Killarney Heights High School, 1985 to 1989, fuck yous. I'm going to succeed, folks. And those bitches are not going to fucking win. They're going to try their best. They're not. They're not going to succeed, folks. I fucked them. I'm going to fuck them up. I'm going to fuck with their heads. You know, they fucked with my head. They're going to get fucked. I'm not going to fucking let them rule my life. You know, they successfully delayed my marriage by more than 30 years. Oh, clap your hands slowly. Yeah. Clever, smart, clever, genius. Yeah. Not. Fuckwits. Hope their lives are fucked up because of it. I hope karma gets them, folks. If such a thing exists. Those bitches really have to pay the price. I don't know how they're going to pay the price, but they did. They really made a mess of my life, folks. And I don't know how I'm going to pay them back. Although my Christian training does say that you shouldn't venge upon people who do you bad. You shouldn't try to seek revenge, because God will revenge. That's what they say. That's what I was taught at Fellowship, and even the people at Fellowship gave me a hard time. They made me feel bad, so I really have doubt about their fucking Christian training credentials, given that they treated me really badly as well. So I couldn't win anywhere. Even in a religious organisation, I couldn't win. I couldn't thrive in it. Even in a religious people treated me badly. What the fuck? How bad? What did I deserve that for? What did I do wrong there? You know, what was it? You know, I thought they're supposed to not treat evil for evil, as I was saying. That if I was doing something so bad, even if I was doing something bad, even if I went at them with a knife, they shouldn't have come after me like that. They shouldn't have treated me so badly. But I never came at them with a knife. I wasn't like that. But they were treating me like I did. You know, really, I don't know what I did wrong. I don't know what I did wrong, folks. What I did wrong in life to get all this fucking vilification. What did I get wrong? What did I do wrong, folks? What in fuck did I do wrong to get so badly mistreated by so many people from so many different walks of life, including Christians? No, fuck, I don't understand what the problem was. Why these people were so mean and horrible to me. Why did they do it, folks? You know, I never asked for it. Now I'm having problems here. But basically, I really struggle to understand why I got so badly mistreated by so many people. At school, at church, at fellowship. I don't understand really why, what the purpose, what was the reason, why. What was the rhyme and what was the reason that I got so badly pushed and shoved by all these people? All these fucking people. No wonder I fucking turned out misshapen. No wonder I turned out like a piece of shit. No wonder I never made it. I never did it. I never could. And now I have to fucking find my own fucking feet. I haven't got anyone to help me. They're certainly not going to try. I'm not going to have them in my life anyway. I banished them out of my life. And they fucking... I had people I used to talk to from church who I was going through a crisis, right? A crisis that ended up lasting nearly 22 years. And then I found my way out of this crisis on my own, no thanks to them, and they abandoned me. And they never wanted to be even a fucking help to my life. And they treated me like I was a piece of junk because I couldn't be fixed, So I was abandoned. I wasn't just abused, I was abandoned, which is a form of abuse. So, back from 2004, 2005, I've been a lone wolf ever since. I haven't had any friends to talk to. I haven't had a fucking person, a conversation on the telephone for a very long time. I don't have any friends now, folks. And I have Luigi in my heart. But I don't know when I'm going to find Luigi. So I'm appealing to the TV channels, in particular Channel 9. Because Channel 9's got the biggest audience, and I need that audience because I need to find Luigi. And I'm really lonely, and these bitches from the past are just haunting me, and I really need... This user interface is a fucking idiocy. Again, I have an anger against... I have a lot of axes to grind, folks. Anywhere from people at school, people in my family like my dad and my brother who also hate me. And that was another spin-off from my past, was my dad and my brother becoming my enemies, like teasers and bullies at school. No fun, not nice. And basically, I have all these axes to grind, and I'm just grinding away, and I ever seem to have nothing better to do than to grind axes. And I really can't afford to have to grind any more axes. It's quite time consuming and it's quite hard on the system, folks, dealing with horrible people and trying to fucking find my way to getting them, to hurting them. And that's why I'm grinding away, folks. I'm grinding, folks. All I ever do is grind axes. But I got to eventually stop, and one day I'll have to forgive them all, folks. And that's come up looking quite interesting. I think we can now call this demo quits.